Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and it's going to be bad news. Come October, tax is going up. Tax is going up huge. They're gaslighting it already. We're 4 months away and they're already gaslighting the tax. Why? Because it's going to be horrendous. Policy wonks are running around Westminster, pulling their hair out, trying desperately to find ways of spinning that tax is good. Desperately trying to put the frighteners on people not to talk to people, trying to keep things covered, trying to keep things secret, but it's no good and the numbers are coming out. It looks like come the October budget, although I think we could do with an October revolution, but come the October budget, Britons will be paying 44.6% of GDP in tax. Do you know the last time tax was that high? D-Day. 1944. Literally, we were fighting the Germans, and we had a massive war on. That was the last time we were paying that much tax. We're paying it now, and likely more. And we're not even at war. Well, we are. We're at war with the Labour voter, because this is the Labour voters that have done this. The Labour voters that have destroyed this country. The Institute of Economic Affairs, highly respected, knowledgeable, made up of real economists, that's warned to, and in their words, brace yourselves for tax rises. Tom Cloughty, the executive director, said to spend less, government must do less and employ fewer people. It isn't clear that that message had got through. Crucially, the spending review did nothing to address the supposed fiscal black hole that exists against the Chancellor's fiscal rules. So we should brace ourselves for massive increases in the autumn and a summer of speculation over exactly where they will fail. Well, to be honest, I've been laying that groundwork for some time. It can't go on. It literally can't. You cannot tax people at wartime levels and expect growth. It's destructive. The country cannot grow. And of course, it's not going to. I know many people who have left the country or planning to leave. The Adam Smith Institute, another massive, big, important bunch of proper economists, very, very highly intelligent people, highly respected, worldwide renown. Maxwell Marlowe, another senior member there, warned basically the same thing. Without cuts to red tape, the economic growth required to generate the necessary tax revenue cannot materialise. It cannot be there. The cost of government is already nearing record levels and is set to rise even further. If these spending commitments are due to be sustained without shifting the burden onto future generations, tax rises are inevitable. And of course, it's not just tax rises now. These taxes that we're doing now are only going to be paying for the debt mountain, which will be paid by your children, your children's children, their children, their children, their children, ad infinitum. The Taxpayers Alliance, another bunch that really do object, and quite right too. John O'Connell, CEO, he's also hit out at the bloated public sector. He says, we now know there is going to continue to be a harsh austerity for taxpayers for generations as they stare down the barrel of yet more devastating tax hikes in the autumn, all to fund a profligate, wasteful and bloated public sector. Politicians have to be on the side of taxpayers and businesses, which unfortunately is clearly not the case. And we've got national debt is 100% of GDP. That's where we are now. That means everything the country earns is only paying the debt. And still they borrow more. Even the public policy research, which is left-wing, it's pro-Labour, even they are saying that it's bad, that it can't go on. They said even after the budget, which raised taxes and increased borrowing, the government still has to make tough choices. And they still need much bigger increases in taxation and borrowing, even now. It will make a huge difference to the economy. But it won't. It's going to destroy everything. There won't be an economy. I love the way they still think there's going to be an economy. That's a positive outlook, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. The Centre for Policy Studies Blah, 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 blah. Sadly, the Chancellor today kept us on some precarious path with billions poured onto an unreformed NHS at the expense of other public services. As a result of Labour's choices in government, more tax increases are inevitable, not just in the autumn budget, but for years to come. You haven't got the ability to do it for years to come. There's going to come a point where you're taxing people so much they cannot afford food. Once you do that, you have a revolution. And there's no point sitting there like Marie Antoinette. And no, I know she didn't say it, but, sitting there going, let them eat cake because there's no bloody bread. That's where these people are going. Ceausescu. That's all I'm going to say. The Growth Commission, what growth, said that she, meaning Reeves, understands how does not understand, of course, how sustainable growth is achieved. The spending review focused on centralised spending rather than seeking to grow the cake. There was nothing to encourage private endeavour, no rolling back of regulation. The Centre for Social Justice. She's acting on borrowed time and borrowed money, and without that, they will not reunite our deeply divided nation, nor prevent the next big political earthquake. This is what Labour do every time, but this time they're doing it. It's almost like they're on drugs. Policy Exchange, another one. Ben Razmakaz, the CEO there. Not actually CEO, he's a research fellow. He said that this will almost certainly have to place even greater strain on public finances by increasing borrowing or adding burdens to households and businesses and raising taxes, every single one of them. Brace for the most tax raised ever in this country. She's going to break the level even during wartime austerity. You know what's going to actually happen? We're going to end up with rationing again in this country, and you'll get your little 3 ounces of butter a week. You'll get your 2 rashers of bacon and 1 pork chop per person per week. You'll be allowed your 4 potatoes a week. That's where it's going. Sugar ration, bread ration, tea ration, everything. Rations. And everyone working. They'll increase you must work 60 hours a week. Get down the mines, whipping you. They're going to turn it into a massive failed economy. And if you can, get out, and get out now, because it's coming. And it's only going to get worse. You think it's bad, this one, it's going to be even worse the year after and the year after. Because as the economy destroyed, they've got nothing else. They can only tax poorer and poorer people until eventually they're taking everything. And you will work for nothing. And it will be like North Korea. Thanks very much. It's frightening, isn't it? Till next time. Bye.